got a new way of seeing how far I can pull the irrigator out. Use the drone. There's method to my madness. What I basically do is, you can see the barrel, because when you see the barrel in a minute, the barrel will be yellow, pipe black. What I do is I keep an eye on the pipe at the bottom here.
Okay.
When that pipe gets across to here, you know you're getting somewhere near full pull. So we're going to run out of battery. The race is on. You can make it. Follow the pipe.
Come on now, drone. Hey.
Grab it.
Yay. Oh, no.
Good morning, Finlanders. How are you? Welcome to the channel. It's been chaotic. I know it looks like we're just cruising around going to farm sales because we've got actually the next video, the last video you just watched, sorry. Yeah, will be another farm sale, but look what we got. Ta-da. We got ourselves a straw trailer. Oh yeah. Yeah, well happy with our purchase. Dad's got it home, no air leaks, all the air brakes and airbags and stuff on there work a treat. What do we, six new tyres this side and 4 new tyres the other side. It's perfect, you know. It's just the only downside is it's all on air. So yeah, the only tractor we've got with air is the 6190. So anyone knows how to put air brakes and air system and a compressor and everything on a 6170R or a CX105 McCormick, let me know. Let's get on with today's video. Right, today's video, Dan's been and got the trailer. We've got some potatoes to do this afternoon. And yeah, stick around because I don't know what's going on after that, so your guess is as good as mine. We're gonna go to the irrigators and we'll have a chat about irrigating when we get there. Cheers, guys. Hello, folks. We just come and checked on our 550 metre irrigator on the spud field. Nearly in. I just wanted to come down here. I thought it was a bit closer than that, but as you can see by the drift coming off the irrigator, can you sort of see that? Hopefully you lot can see that. All the water and stuff is blowing straight on my wheat field, pretty much. It's not really landing. I've been running my irrigators at night time just for economic reasons, really. Hello. The evaporation you get during the day is ridiculous. I'm trying to run it overnight when it's one, less windy, and 2, you get less evaporations, and having them going really quite quickly, you know, 41 meters an hour they've been running at. 25 meters an hour is meant to be an inch of water. At 40 meters an hour, it's kind of like half inch of water. And I've had a little dig over the other side there where they first started, where it weren't so windy. But I mean, look, can you lot see that drift over there? Anybody else have irritation problems? It's either too windy, or they don't work properly, or you pull them out and start them up, set them off, and they're all fine, and you come back in the morning and they're stopped. So this is how irritating the irrigators are. So it's got a flow meter on it, so when it's flowing, the switch is up so it knows it's flowing. When it stops flowing, it comes back down, so it switches itself off. It wasn't working with the flow meter, so we disconnected the flow meter and it was working. But then it came in, and in theory I should have had to switch it off manually, but it didn't. It said the flow meter was still working, even though it was disconnected. So it switched itself off, which I'm happy about, but I just can't understand why it would do that. I mean, it just makes you laugh, some of the stupid things. It's like they've got a mind of their own. So we'll go to the other 2 irrigators now, and I'll explain to you what problem I had last night. I'm up here at the other 2 irrigators running off 1 pump set. Yeah, came like put these out yesterday afternoon after we finished at the farm sale, and had a complete disaster. One of them decided it was going to come in, and the other one decided it wasn't going to put itself in gear. So I don't know whether it's because the battery was a bit flat or what, I don't know. If it had started driving, it would have been fine, but it just would not put itself in gear. So we're up here today to have a look and see what's going on. Yeah, I probably should have started the pump up first, really. Let's go back and do that. At least I can try and figure out what's going on with it while I'm waffling on. I managed to get all this fired up correctly last night. Managed to get the pump set working. It's all good. Right, let's get that started. Alright, I need to put a fuse in there. Come on. No, there we go. So I wanted them on about a 13-hour run. So I don't have to start anything up yet. Just wind the throttle down. Oh no! Hang on. This is a little vacuum pump that does all the priming for you, but as you'll see in a second, I can do some of it myself. Just get and wind a little bit of throttle on here. Look, it's got an automatic throttle on it, so there we go. Sort of an automatic priming pump, but you can also do it manually as well with this. So I just sit here helping this out for a minute. There we go, it's primed up already. Means I've got a good suction on there, ain't lost no pressure overnight, which is awesome. We're away. There that water goes. Leave that now and head to the irrigators. It's been 10:30 finishes every night this week. So let's see if we can change the battery in this irrigator and see if that was what the cause of the problem is. If not, I've got to investigate further. So yeah, I forgot to put a cap on this one. It was a bad starting point, so it flooded the field out. So that was my stupid doing, and that one started itself up. Look, do well. They don't normally start themselves up. Normally you have to press start reset because they shut down and all these valves closed. Look, it's on close now. It should be on open. That one's obviously stayed open. Probably because the battery was flat, I should imagine. Right, let's swap these over. Right, this is a brand new battery, so everything should start up. There we go, can you hear that? Just opening this valve and go. Come on. Oh, come off it. No, she stopped again. And let's go and make sure this one's working okay. There we go, look, 2 irrigators running side by side, but I'm going to switch them off again in a minute because you can hear how windy it is, but you lot walking into the wind, you might be able to see how windy it is. It's just going on my cousin's wheat, so, I mean, he won't mind me irrigating his wheat, so I'm just going to leave the irrigators alone, but this one looks like it's developed a leak as well, so I've got that fixed. And a big old lump of rust has fallen off that. Oh man, when's my lottery ticket going to come in? If I won 184 million, I'd share it all with you lot. We'd all buy a massive farm and farm together. See, this is what's not working. This is a speed controller. Just basically opens and closes this valve. I think that's just a bypass for what goes through the turbine, I'm guessing. That should be opening and closing. No, maybe not. It should say how far out it is, but that roller might not be turning. The roller is turning, but it looks like it's fairly worn out, so maybe it wasn't working properly. Right, at least I know it's not the battery. So this one's turning. This is how it should be going. That maybe will shut down in a minute, but right, one working, one being an arsehole. An asshole. So yeah, now we got to investigate a little further. Look how far that irrigator's reaching across there, and it's not even up to pressure yet. Probably only running about 5 bar. They should be running about 10 bar, but because I've got two irrigators on one old pump, it's fairly old, it's done about 6,000 hours, so I always just like to run them about 8. They still do a good job at 8 bar, so we'll have a look at the pressure gauge on here and see what we got. 4. Come on, irrigator. So yeah, I think the speed controller is doesn't control the flow into the turbine. Look, there's the flow into the turbine. This lets all the water in. This valve here lets the water into the turbine. That spins, drives the cog in here, drives the gearbox. The speed is determined by this bypass. So you obviously let more or less water through the turbine. The turbine spins at roughly the same rate, I'm guessing. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Something weird going on. I plugged that in. Yeah, I'm sure I plugged that in. I was going to say I'm sure I plugged that in. Oh, did you see that? I think I know where the problem is. That doesn't sound very good, does it? Can you hear that? Right, turning. Look at that, look. As if by magic. Electricity, hey? It looks like we might have fixed it. Let's see what happens when I do this. I am an electrical genius, guys. I am awesome. Let's put that back on there. Right, I'll leave that battery in there. It's a new battery anyway. So when it comes in, there's a bar on the irrigator. It pushes on that. Pushes on. There's a little. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bar there. Here, there's a bar on this bar. There's another little tab, and tab comes back and knocks it out of gear. And once it's out of gear, it starts to go through the process of shutting itself down. So, yay! We're up and running. I've got 3 irrigators running. Just one more to get out now. Oh, I've just seen another problem now. Irrigator's it's supposed to be chirping like that, but it's not. So that means I've got a bush gone down in the end of the gun, which is nice. It's just irrigating one spot. Oh wow, one thing after another. I spoke too soon, didn't I? I am an electrical genius, but a mechanical novice at the minute, by the looks of it. Let me go fire the pump up a bit more and see if that cures the problem. Yeah, fixed one problem, gained another one, so that is delightful. Just irrigating one spot. As the nozzle flap thingy, rain gun foldery thingy mover arounder goes up and down, it chirps like this and hits the water and it moves the gun round, so you get the gun constantly moving around. Let's see what happens if I put some pressure into it. If not, I'm gonna have to go down there and sort that out. Right, let's go back and see if we can sort that problem out. I may well just leave them running for today, because I'm only going to move them. Normally I move them not the next wheeling, not the next sprayer wheeling, but the wheeling after. So skip one every time, but because I've only got 3 runs on here and I've got 2 irrigators, I may just run today and then just move them to the next wheeling anyway, so I get a real good soaking. But yeah, it's getting a bit tedious now, nothing working properly. This whole driving in reverse is getting better. Don't need to see where I'm going, just need to see where I've been. I'm just gonna have a look and see what pressure I was running. Hey, it's still working. 8 bar. So long our way to that pump set over there. So we've got a nice little walk down here. 400 metre walk and back again. All right, let's go and tickle the pump up a bit and get a full 10 bar of pressure at the pump, and then that should be like 9.5 at the reel. You're going to lose a bit of pressure coming down the pipes and stuff. They all expand and swell up and leak a little bit and stuff like that. So last chance for that extra pressure. If not, I'm going to have to go and get a new one. Doesn't look like it's got any more life left in it. Yeah, the wind's blowing this way, innit, dumbass? Oh, I just had my shower for today. Lovely. What a freaking moron. It's the second time I've got wet in 2 days now from a bloody irrigator. Right, at least we know that gun's not working. I could reel the other one in if I wanted to, but let me ring Dad up. I'll ring Dad up and see what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gun on the other one, the gun's knackered on that one. It won't chirp round, so.
Have you stopped them now?
Yeah, I've stopped them now, yeah, but the gun's knackered.
See if you can get down there and just see it might just, it might be the bearings all bugged up.
Yeah, I've been and had a walk down there, and every time I try and get it going, it just stops again. So,
Well, get a new gun then.
Yeah, so I'll go and see them and see how much they're going to charge us.
Alright.
Right. So off we go to RST's. They're only our neighbours, so right, let's go and make sure this one's not doing anything ridiculous. Make sure it's not having a party without me. I know I've already been down here once, but I don't trust these irrigator pumps to come in and stop themselves. You can see the difference. I don't know if you can see that. You can see there's a real light bit in the middle there where the irrigator's missed. So later on tonight I'll come over and spin the irrigator around and pull it down the next sprayer wheel. And I mean, it's drying out as quick as anything with this wind. Wind is nearly as big a killer for evaporation as what sun is. And when you've got sun and wind, you know, you're fighting a losing battle. Let me know if you're finding me interesting. I'll try and be more of a comedian if I can do it. Keep you all entertained for the day. Oh, look at that. Switched itself off. You beauty. And the 24-hour timer's not in yet. So it would have been still running had it not hit either one of these. It's clicked out on low pressure, so the pressure's gone up and come back down again, I guess. It's not flowing. So it's all working hunky-dory. Be interesting to see how much oil it's flowing through. Absolutely nothing. Maybe these things need a year off. I got my little Archie Peachy hoodie on today as well, my little motocross champion. Hopefully he's watching. Him and his brother Vinny. And here we are. Back at the irrigator. Right, you need a hammer. I'm well chuffed about my nozzle spanner, I like that. Nozzle spanner, sweet. Right then folks, I might as well head back and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Spend most of my day running around. We are going back to the yard now. I might go and have a nap because everything seems to be falling apart that I touched today, so I may have to go and start it up quickly. Check it. Make sure it is working. So yeah, we've got the problem solved at the reel, and we've got the problem solved at the gun now. I bought a new gun. 900 quid or 800 quid or whatever it was. Gets emotional, doesn't it? Best part of 1200 quid today. Fixing stuff. You know, the returns for potatoes are just not there anymore. So do I keep growing potatoes or do I just pull out and grow cereals? Boris is trying to sell us out to absolutely anyone who's got massive stores of grain. So what's the point in growing wheat? You know, we've finally got like a reasonable fair trade going on for farmers, and Boris is trying to get cheap food anywhere else he can get it. So the returns are not there on potatoes. This could be potentially my last year of growing potatoes and sugar beet. 4 years of breaking even. And that ain't no good, is it? I love going to work, but I don't love going to work for nothing. 3 times a day you need a farmer. Yeah, forgive me if I'm having a waffle on, but right, I gotta try it. I gotta make sure it don't leak or anything. So here we are again then. Oh, now I've got wet foot. So not only have I got a wet foot, covered in water, covered in oil. I think they call it living a dream. Right, what we've got to do now is go and press the start button on that irrigator and make sure that's working properly. Oh, I got silicone all on my phone. Right, here we are back at the irrigator. Just fire this thing up. We might as well fire both of them up. I'm tempted to just leave them running. How are you, Fenlanders? All day pissing about with bloody irrigators, and I'm just going to leave them running. The gun's working a treat. The new gun I put on there is working lovely. It's aces. It's just taking me all day to bugger about and get it done. I got one more, the big long one to move, go and move, and then I got one more I'll put out up there tomorrow morning. And we're nearly done. Grumpy Grandad's getting me another pump set ready. We've got two more pumps. I feel like Darth Vader. We've got 2 more pumps to go, but only 1 more irrigator. So yeah, rather than moving irrigators around, these will all stay here. These will all stay this end of the field, and then I'll move another one up the other end of the field, have that one running like in between these 2, I think. But then I can't get out, can I? So they're both up and running now. Go and get that other one moved, and then I've got some potato orders to do. Oh, it's exciting times. Love being a farmer. He's working hard. It's not, I wouldn't say flat out, but she's definitely getting up there. See you lot in a minute. I'm gonna go and get the little 6200 and I'm gonna go move the other irrigator. I'm just gonna do one headland run now, and then when I turn the irrigator around, tomorrow and do all the runs that I needed to do, I will irrigate the other end, or irrigate from the other end, should I say, more to the point. Alright, plug the pipes in. The good thing about this little tractor is why I use this little tractor is this is the main reason. I don't have to get in the cab. Yeah, I don't have to get in the cab. I don't have to climb up the steps to put the spool valve in and out. I know modern tractors are a bit more, I think you can have spool valves on the back of the tractor, so you can just work it as you want it. There we go, locked in place. And down we go. And down. See if I get covered in water with this one. I made it. I survived. I'm okay. Perfection. And then I can just hop in the cab here and put my spool valves out. Like a little tractor. Alright, let's get her ready to pull out and then I can just come back and start it up. That's out of gear, ratchet's off, out of gear, press start reset, and around we go. Poor old rattly tractor, you can hear it rattling, I'm assuming. Ooh, bouncy, 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 bouncy. Yeah, you can see the bits the irrigator missed. I'll run down here tomorrow and then I'll do the next ones over. So I'm going to have to start spraying these next week, I think. And off we go. I told you before you can't pull these things out very hard. As much as you want to, but no, you can't. 1.5, 2K, something like that. Evening, folks. Yeah, this is my life for the next considerable few months. Irrigating, fixing irrigators, pulling irrigators out, putting irrigators in, fixing them again, making sure they start and run, going and starting them up when they stop for no reason at all. This one, yeah, decided it was the rain gun, I needed to do that, so I stopped for a day to sort that out. And then I didn't start them up till the evening. And then when I got to them in the morning, that one, which was fine, decided it's going to come in 10 yards and then switch itself off. So this one came in and that one didn't. Keep an eye out for next week's video, guys. If you like the videos, give us a like, thumbs up. If you leave us a comment and say hello, tell me how much you love irrigating, just the same as I like irrigating. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah, no, this is, I hope you don't get bored of irrigating, because every day's an adventure when it comes to irrigating. It really is. You just have no idea what is going to happen, what is going to go wrong. Remember, guys, if you like the video, make sure you check out the other ones, all dotted around the screen now.